It's the Dr. D Show.
And welcome to another episode of the Dr. D Show. You know what it is. It is what it is in the building. The host of the most, Dr. D and
EK.
EK, how you doing, man? How's your day been?
Not too bad. Not too good.
Not too bad, not too good.
Yeah, but it's just been one of those long days working in the cold.
Sounds like you've been sitting on the fence there, eh?
Working in the cold is not fun, I'll tell you that for sure.
Hey, I hope they're paying you well for it, though, at least.
They're doing okay.
They're doing all right, no complaints there, eh?
I'll always say I'll need more, but yeah, I'll be grateful for what I'm getting.
Hey, we always need more, right?
There you go.
Freaking bunch of Oliver Twist we are.
Well, jeez.
All greedy motherfuckers. It's all good though, man. At least you're getting paid for it. And your job, is it all manual, or do you have to, use any technology to like make your life better?
Oh, you use everything. Physical, technology, mental, everything. You make it work.
Oh yeah. And do you find that with the technology, it's like a lot better like shit that you use technology for as compared to if you had to use it manually or mentally? Like how long would that process would have been like?
Well, technology right from the get-go when it comes to designing off whatever structures we're working on.
Right.
Without technology, it would be, kind of a bitch to kind of handle.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it just kind of trickles from that perspective, design, implementation, so, yeah.
Do you want to share, like, what you do for your 9 to 5? I don't care. Like, I don't know if that's, like, something you want to, like, throw out there. Because people might be listening and be like, what the fuck are these folks talking about?
No, I'm a car painter.
Oh, you paint cars?
No, I'm a carpenter.
Hey, man.
That's an inside joke.
You had me going for a second, man. You're a car painter? I'm like, oh, damn. I'm like, yo, I want to get some detail done on my whip, you know?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Right? My car could use a facelift.
Not the kind of facelift that we give, because if we work on it, you won't like it.
Nah. Yeah, that's funny, man.
Unless you want it made out of wood, then yeah, we can work on it.
No, thanks, man. I appreciate that, man. But yeah, that kind of like brings me to what I was like thinking about talking about today. We're talking about how technology, has been like a positive, like how it helps you in your career and in your work and what you're doing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, technology has its benefits, it's got its downside. And I was like, okay, what kind of role is technology playing when it comes to our relationships? Like when it comes to like dating.
Okay.
Right? So has technology been like positive in helping with the dating scene, or has it hindered, or does it hamper like the dating experience? Okay. What do you think?
You're talking about two different things. Has it made a positive contribution?
Yeah, is it positive or is it negative?
It's both.
So the influence of...
It's kind of both, because...
Okay, which... Is it more positive than it is negative, or...
If you'd
rephrase.
If you'd asked me 2 years ago, I'd just say absolutely negatively, but...
Negatively? Why?
Well, because...
I know it's 2 years ago, but like, yeah, why would that happen?
Because the norm at the time, 2 years ago, is relationship were based on physical interaction mostly. Yes, you speak over the phone, internet here and there, but it wasn't the predominant way of communicating.
Technology wasn't?
No, it wasn't as much as it is now, because with COVID, people were staying at home.
Right.
The only means of communication became more reliant on
like your mobile technology,
internet, and so forth. So that's created pretty much of a seesaw kind of thing.
So is that good or bad though?
I personally think it's bad in a way.
Why?
More than it is good.
Well, why is it bad for relationship? Like in terms of relationship?
Right. Let's say, for example, this COVID thingy dies down. Will people be able to go back to old school interaction of people actually sitting together, listening to each other, communicating with each other that way? Or will it just be a case where you've got a family in a house and they're having dinner and pretty much everybody's on their cell phones?
Well, that's what's going to be. It was already starting to be like that. but I think now it's even gonna be like even worse. I think everyone's just gonna be like on their phone. I remember when I used to take the bus.
Yeah.
When I used to ride the bus, and it was like that. I'll have my headphones on and I'm listening to my music.
Yeah.
The only reason I had I'll look at my phone was so that I can like select a different track.
Okay.
Because the music was playing off my phone. But I would look around, I'll raise my hand and I'll look around the bus, and like literally everyone starting from like the front line of the bus all the way to the back as I'm looking, they're just on their phone doing something on their phone. And I'm just like, this is crazy, man. Like people sitting next to each other, not even having a conversation,
But
or saying hi or whatever. They just consumed on their devices.
no, but if we look back in time,
Right.
right? How many people would greet each other on a bus? Is one question. Not that many. So yes, I understand that technology has been kind of
Back in time, at least you would still have a little banter. You still have that, one or two nice / weird people that want to like talk to you and shit.
yeah.
Now you don't get that.
No,
Now
but-
if someone tries to talk to you, you just like put your head down in your phone, and that's kind of like telling them, shut the fuck up. I'm not interested in
Yeah,
what you're trying to
in a
tell me.
nutshell.
Right? So like for me, when it comes to the dating scene though,
Yeah.
you say it's been bad. Like you don't think it's positive. How do you think? You said there's no physical interaction
Yeah.
anymore. That's the one good negative. But at the same time, pre-COVID though, we still had the devices where people really physically interacting though.
Well, it was more than right now. That I can tell you, because you would actually go to a bar, you would go to a social club, you'd go out and you'd mix and mingle. You'd go to parks, you go
Right,
yeah.
networking events and shit.
Exactly. You sit down, discuss ideas, and that physical interaction is a huge positive for people. They might not realize it now, but post-COVID, you will notice that people will realize how they missed human interaction.
Right.
Yeah.
But is human interaction even really that necessary? Because if we can convey all the shit we're doing through our devices, why do we got to see each other?
Right. I've spoken to a bunch of friends, and they work from home.
Right.
And each time they're bringing up the whole idea that they would rather go into an office, even if it's for 2 days out of a week.
Mm-hmm.
They would rather just go into an office, have that human interaction, just to breathe fresh air, just to see each other, and it's an important trait in people.
Mm-hmm.
It's like animals.
I don't know, man. Not for me, man.
It's like animals.
Not for me. I would love to just keep working from home. Like I don't really need that. Like I need that interpersonal interaction, but it doesn't have to be necessarily for my work colleagues. It could be after work. I get out the house. I go interact with people. They can still do that.
True.
They make it sound like you can't do that. Like, oh, I gotta have at least 2 days interaction. I gotta be in the office. No, you're fucking company man when you say shit like that.
I don't know.
People that say shit like that are company man. They
that can be
work
true.
for the system.
No, that can be
They're so brainwashed and hooked to the system. Like, because think about it, you can have that interaction after work. People that y'all working from home, you can decide, hey, let's meet up for coffee after work or something. You can do that.
You can do that, but
And on some of them doing that.
all right, take for example, I'll go back to something that I've done in the past. Work in a call center.
Yeah.
You work 8 hours minimum in a call center, which means 8 hours in your day is spent with this bunch of people. They become part of your family
Right.
whilst you're in that environment. When you get pulled away and you're working from home, you don't have that interaction anymore,
Right.
except for just technology. That human interaction, somebody can look at you and ask you, "Are you doing okay?"
Yeah, but that's
You
from
might
a
feel okay.
contact center
No, but-
perspective, though.
Yeah, but it's speaking from something that I know.
Right.
Other people out there might have different opinions, but based off what I know, that human interaction is necessary, because I see you one day, "Hey, Doug, how you doing?" "Oh, I'm good." Your body language says 20 million things that you're trying to hide.
Right.
that human interaction is good in that
yeah,
you
but
actually see.
you can still interact visually by having FaceTimes and whatever, you know.
FaceTime.
Ain't nothing stopping you from still having those things. That's what I'm saying, though.
No, but what's stopping you is this whole channel of technology that's in between you and that other person's device.
Right.
It has its good, but for me, I'd prefer
To
physical.
So would you say
interaction.
that if physical, but the thing is this, yes, it's bad in the sense that you can't have that physical interaction, but at least it's better than if you couldn't even see that fucking person.
As an option, yeah, it's better, but
Right?
do I see positives in it? In the short term, yes, but in the long term, I don't like it. Never been that way.
Okay, so you're gonna say in the short term, what, positive, it has a positive or no positive?
It has a positive because
Short term, and then
short
long term, no.
No.
Okay, I'll give you an example now. So when it came to the pandemic and the lockdown, you couldn't go out to physically interact with people. Now you
That's where the
resorted to
short
dating app.
That's where the
So-
short term is.
So how's that short term if you end up actually meeting this person? If you keep the connection going
Okay.
and you meet the person physically when the lockdown is no longer happening, and
Okay.
but how's that short term?
I know. If you bring that, because now we're nitpicking, I can nitpick and say,
Well, it's not nitpicking. It's left to you to carry on that interaction and conversation, that connection with the person, just like it will be left to you if you physically saw that person to carry on that conversation as well.
it is, but how many people have been what you call the term catfished online? You're
Yeah.
speaking with somebody, and they're miles and miles away.
That's why you asked the video call right away. Video call ASAP. Like, hey, just want to be sure for my protection. Make sure you're not bullshitting me. Let's jump a video call. 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Say hi. What's up?
But the problem is,
You know,
okay, this is how I look at things. What interests you, or what picks your attention mostly when you're in a conversation that you don't know the other person?
Right.
Right. It can just be the pictorials or pictures that are posted on their pages and whatnot.
Right.
But at times, just having conversation with somebody else somewhere else that you don't even truly know who they are, you're just exchanging ideas, changing banter and whatnot, exchanging banter.
See, for me, the
Makes
downside.
conversation good.
The downside for me, sorry to interrupt you there, that I would say for the technology is the physical part, like you said, but more physical, not necessarily in the interaction piece, but physical in sense of the physical touch, the physical senses. So the sense of smell, the sense of sight, the sense of feeling, like that is what I would say is the downside of it for me. That I don't like about, you know, having technology involved in the dating scene. Other than that, everything else is like fucking you can do it with technology.
See, I was joking around with one of my buddies, and what I ended up saying was, you know, with technology, it's actually been a birth control measure, because people just interact over the internet, and they don't have that physical
Right.
touch, physical.
You do it yourself. You do it by hand. And now you got technology that even gives you that experience, and they got the virtual reality,
Oh,
the VR and shit. Yo, have you seen that shit before?
You were talking about it, but I haven't really gotten into it.
Yo, that shit is, dude. Just go check it out. A buddy of mine like has the freaking goggles and whatever,
Oh, geez.
and he showed it to me. We played this, like he showed me this space game. Like I swear to God, I felt like I was in the moon, like I was in a spaceship, like it looked so real and everything. And then the man showed the porn. Woo!
Oh, jeez.
Dude, that shit is like, if you're not careful, you be like sucked in. You think that you're legit in that world, man. That metaverse world.
Oh, jeez.
Technology is like, exactly. That's another thing I was gonna talk about. Technology and how it's taking dating to a next level now. Now people can experience sexual intercourse in a different way. They can take their sexual experiences the next level. Like, look at the vibrators, for example, that is out there. Like, ladies can use vibrators. They have all the little shit that it comes for men too. Like, there's like crazy stuff out there, man. Technology, like, for people that want to spice up their sex life, especially like if you know a lot of reasons why divorces happen is other than financial issues, is usually there's no physical interaction anymore. And if your sex life is boring, most likely you start to lose that interest in the person. And if, heaven forbid, your finances start to dip too, guess what? That's just gonna fall apart. So people need to spice up their lives. So technology is coming to, you know, play a positive role in that play too.
What scares me about technology is the question: when does it stop, or when do we draw a line? Because it seems the advancement of technology is going at such a rapid rate that we are not learning how the evolution of technology is affecting our lives.
Right.
All we are just doing is just running the rat race where we're trying to catch up with technology, trying to catch up. But in that midst of trying to catch up, we are not.
I don't think we're trying to catch up because we're the ones releasing this shit. So how are we trying to catch up?
No, but the thing is, the common person like you and
the
me,
regular folks are trying to catch up.
Yeah.
Not the producers.
No, regular folks.
Producers are ahead of us.
Yeah, regular folk, we're trying to catch up. But where do we draw a line?
Yeah, but why should we be trying to catch up is my question. Why can't we draw the line, like you said?
We've been sucked into it, into believing that the newest
that we
is the
have
best.
to catch up.
The newest release is the best.
That if we don't have the new, and then what they also do is they come out with new models and new versions and disable the old ones after a period of time. So if your ass is stuck with the old shit, you have to upgrade and get the new stuff.
The question is, where do we draw the line? Yes, technology helps, but we are taking a lot of the physical aspects that built us to be where we are, and we're just replacing them with technology.
Hey, pretty soon we're gonna be living like the Jetsons, bro.
There we go. That becomes a big problem. It was just a concept.
But would that be a problem, though?
Released,
really? Would that really be a bad thing, though, to live like the Jetsons?
You never know, because,
like, think about it. You'd be helping a lot of shit, especially in the relationship, sexual field. You'd be probably cutting down on fucking pedophiles, assaults, and rapes and shit if you give these fuck beans access to virtual reality, let them go do their shit in the metaverse, as opposed to actually hurting people.
See,
that could be a positive, man.
No, it could be a positive. It is,
or I might just be ridiculous.
No, it could be a positive. I won't discount it.
Right.
But haven't we learned from history where it's not every movie that kids watch that's violent that leads them to be violent.
Right.
But it's certain little aspects from things like, let's look at movies. Some movies are so violent. Why is there an uproar when it comes to kids watching violent movies? Because they might act out what they're seeing. Even this virtual reality thing, it's so vibrant, it's so vivid, it makes you interested. Then all of a sudden, you know what? Why don't I try that in the physical world?
I don't buy that. You know, what you watch is what I grew up.
No, that's why I
played video games. I've seen violence. I didn't go around smoking people. I think it's all about knowing what's right and wrong, and about your parents nipping certain habits that you develop, recognizing certain habits you develop at a young age, and nipping those in the bud before they escalate and get worse.
Okay. Now, would you then come back and say, as an older person,
right,
seeing how technology is quickly evolving, would you be the kind of person to say, okay, let's try and stop this issue before it becomes a problem later? Just like our parents. There are certain things that they stop, there are certain signs that they see, and they try and stop that before it becomes a problem.
Yeah, but right now, no one is saying it's a problem. The reason why no one did that is because there's money being made. There's money being made. Look, I'll give you an example. Look at Apple, for example. Every year they drop the fucking new iPhone. And every year the price is freaking outrageous.
Yeah.
and people still run and line up for hours to buy this shit.
No, I
And
get
again,
it.
it comes back to what you said. Where do we draw the line?
Yeah. Now, the other thing that we have to look at as well, on the cyberspace, on the website, on the web. Yes, that communication is a substitute to physical interaction.
Right.
But who else is watching?
That's up to privacy and security.
Exactly. Who else is watching?
And it's all left to it's all left to the strength of the security on the platform, right?
That becomes a problem now. That's
That's
another issue.
that's another issue. That's another downside.
Yeah.
But at the same time, in reality, who the fuck else is watching? We have peeping toms and shit.
Yeah, we can.
You know,
Yeah, you can.
watching your shit.
Okay.
We have stalkers. You know.
Okay. But no, look at it this way.
It's the same similar concept, right?
Same
For reality.
Same concept, but look at this. You've got one peeping Tom on your street,
Right.
whereas you're in cyberspace.
You got 50 million
50
peeping
million.
toms.
This is
Knowing your
but-
business.
Yeah.
Well, that's left to you then. Why would you put all your business on there? That's
But the thing
another
is,
thing,
it's not
right?
that you're putting all your business out there.
Your shit has been hacked.
Shit is being hacked. There's always people hacking into computers and all that shit.
Right, profiles and shit.
Exactly.
That's the risk you take though. Just like anything in life, any relationship you want to get into in life, you take that risk that
Yeah.
I'm going out to go see this person, fucking David that I turned down last week, who was pretty mad about it, might be stalking my ass right now. I don't know if he is.
It's a risk that you run, but if you increase the odds of you being harmed,
Then there could be a problem.
there can be a problem. Because I'm walking down the street,
Right.
I'm exposing myself probably to one people
Right.
Tom who's a whatever. Whereas I'm on the internet,
Yeah, you have a great
it's-
point on that one.
I want to see.
I take nothing away from you on that one. The one thing though that came to the mind when you talked about how the negative part of technology is the physical interaction, I actually thought about something that could be a positive to counter your argument on that.
Okay.
And is that yes, physical interaction is missed, but it's positive for those people that are shy, those people that are not bold in personality, that couldn't do the physical piece of interacting. Now they can do that with technology. Now they can easily, I'm on the mobile device now. I'm not seeing this person physically. I don't feel that pressure of wanting to talk to that person and blah blah blah. And now I can think and compose myself and actually put my words together. Like, I think that's a positive.
Okay.
And that will probably help way more people that have that problem compared to
no.
you know.
Oh no. Okay. I like your point. It's good.
Hey.
But look at it from a different perspective.
Right.
I'm a cyber bully. I've got a platform.
You're cyber
I
bully.
will just run riot on people because I've got the platform.
Right, but that's cyberbullying. That's different. I mean, someone that's a shy personality, like in terms of, look, you want to date someone, you like someone, you want to express your feelings. I like you, but you normally would not have the balls to do that if you're the person, because you think, oh man, they out of my league. But now with social media, like, hey man, I got the balls now. They're not really there in front of me. That pressure's not
I'm not
as much.
I'm not discounting that point
I
at
can
all.
express myself.
I'm not discussing that point at all.
Right.
But I'm just concerned of that guy behind a screen
Right.
who's in some fucking dingy ass basement with access to internet and just too much anger in themselves who just want to post shit.
Right.
What are they going to do? They're going to get a platform. So technology is advancing. Yes, it's helping out, but yeah, you have to look at both sides. You
Right.
have those people that are shy that want to express themselves better or want to express themselves using technology
Right.
as a way out of doing it. But it looks like we have on the other side a shitload of keyboard warriors that have just sprung up and who are so abusive in so many different ways.
Hey, it's beautiful that you brought that up. Because you talk about keyboard warriors, you talk about cyber bullies.
Yeah.
Guess what? Another benefit of freaking technology is that it's easier for you to exit those kind of fucking situations versus in reality. I'm dealing with a real physical bully. I can't just book it. Motherfucker beat my ass up.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. That's fair enough.
You're talking about all the other stuff.
Yeah.
I can't deal with that in reality. But guess what? With technology and cyber situation, I can turn my fucking phone off. I can exit the fucking app, delete that shit. You know what I mean? I can exit that shit one time, real easy.
Okay.
I can I can exit a conversation that I no longer want to be involved in, like that. You know?
You can.
That's another benefit if you tell me.
It's a benefit.
Right.
But have a look at the other side, the other spectrum. You've got a kid in, say, junior high school
Right.
who's being bullied. Somebody has pictures of her.
Right.
How can you run away? Because whoever has the pictures will just post and post and post and post.
Right.
Where does it stop?
Well, she could turn that shit off so she doesn't get affected by it mentally.
Turn what off?
The news, don't look at that shit.
Don't look at pictures of yourself that are being splashed on the internet.
You don't have social media pages.
No.
People do that shit. Don't have no Instagram, don't have no Facebook, don't have no Twitter, no TikTok, none of that shit.
Okay.
Just have a cell phone and move on with your life and do text messaging.
Okay,
don't even have picture messaging on your phone.
You've got some pictures that were taken of you with friends.
Hey, the shit is out there. It's out already. It's there already. What can you do, man?
But mentally,
it's almost like you. It's almost like you walking out of the shower and your shower curtain falls and fucking there's a parade going by your house and everybody fucking sees you naked. Your shit is out there already, man. Everyone's seen it. So what can you do about it?
That's how you think.
You just gotta block it out, man.
That's how you think. But look at
that's what you gotta do.
But look at young teenagers.
Right.
The kids that are growing up who are not yet fully matured and stuff.
Right.
You post that kind of stuff of them. How they take it is not guaranteed.
Right.
I
understand what you're saying. A lot of them are like, because that could be another problem, you know. Could mess with your psyche and
there you go.
And all that shit. But yeah, but me personally, I don't see why you should like that shit bother you, and that's why I say like it's not really a downside because it's a very easy fix. You shut that thing off. That's an easy fix, but the positive of it is outweighs the negative. That's what I'm saying.
I don't think so because what I've tried to do with where we started from and where we are right now.
Right.
I tried to look at every generation.
Right.
So we the millennia, we are saying, okay, it's easy. We can just do this. We can just do that. But let's look at older folk. Let's look at younger folk and try and kind of see where each person, or how each person is affected by the advancement of technology. Right. It's a good thing, yes. But for me, looking at it, it seems there are more disadvantages to advantages.
I disagree, man.
It's just my perspective. I think maybe it's just
looking at it based on age spectrum. Dude, there's like way. I don't even want to go into the old people, man.
Let's go.
Like with sexual, like with sexuality now, with freaking advancement, and you got people in 60s, 70s still having sex now. Like they can do it and not have any issues just because of advancement of technology. There's fucking creams and pills and shit you can pop now. Like, dude, like technology has helped people in so many ways. Man, that couldn't get shit up now, they can take a fucking pill. They bling bling, they'll be ready to go. People that were shy and had little weenies, now they can take some stuff and now their weenies all, you know, power jacked. Like, dude, but the thing so many benefits in that shit, man. Are you kidding me?
But all these things, depending on which continent you want to focus on.
You fuck up,
those
guess
things,
what?
Those things have always
Guess what?
there.
You fuck up, your condom breaks. There's a pill for that. Technology, man, saved your ass right there. Now you ain't got a baby coming up in 9 months. Like, that's technology, man. That technology did that shit for you. You know what I mean? Guess what? You didn't even take the pill. You messed up. You ain't gonna take a pill. Now you got a baby. Now guess what? You have to worry about the baby because you have a baby monitor that tells you when that baby is yapping every night. Technology came in and saved your ass again. Benefit, man. Are you kidding me?
No.
Benefits. I don't see no negativity in this stuff,
I thought
man.
this conversation was about dating and
Yeah,
technology.
we can take it the dating route too.
Oh, jeez.
Helps you out in dating. Like I said, if you're a shy person, it gives you a little bit of a balls because now you're not in person and physically. Now you can actually Google your lines.
And
if
I counter that.
you ain't got no pickup lines,
And I counter that with what? Keyboard warriors.
yeah, keyboard warriors. And I said keyboard warriors is easy too for you to exit that conversation
But not all.
because you could just shut it off.
You get the younger generation will
Delete
get
the
affected
stuff.
quicker than everybody else,
Oh,
if anything.
that's why it's counseling, man. You go see your freaking school counselor. Talk about it. Talk about being cyberbullied. Do say it like you would talk about it in person. If someone's physically bullying you, you gotta talk to somebody. You gotta tell someone about it. The same freaking thing.
Why not look at?
So
Why not looking at eliminating eliminating the problem before?
and the thing is, you just restrict the access of kids to having access to that kind of platform to post shit like that. That's down to the owners of the platform. They have to have stricter policies.
You were a kid.
They have to have stricter
You
policies
you
to
were a
prevent people
kid.
from being able to post things like that, things of nude nature. There should be stricter measures from platform owners like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever it is that they are, to prevent you from being able to say, hey, I've got a nude of this kid, I've got a nude of this guy, of this lady, or whatever, and I'm gonna put it online. There should be something that says, oh, this is a nude, recognizes that this is not right, and shuts it down, doesn't let it fucking hit that airspace. But the problem is that doesn't exist. So it's likewise in real life, there's nothing in place that's gonna say, oh, a pedophile is not gonna lure a fucking child in to fucking do some shit. It still happens, but we can't say because that happens that the advantage is less. You can't say there's more disadvantage to the advantage. Like, come on, man.
The prevalence of
Nah.
No. If you're talking about whatever pedophiles and whatnot, they're just pretty much a frenzy on the freaking internet because there are loopholes in technology,
Right.
And they use those loopholes because they communicate. Now they've got a community online, which is now different from just being single pedophiles and shit.
Yeah, and then the cybersecurity too now. There's got a lot of cybersecurity systems that like investigate and stop this shit too. Like,
Okay.
just like you have cops, man.
Okay.
In
but,
reality.
But what escapes the system? Right. The cops, okay, they're out patrolling streets and shit.
Right.
On the internet, right? Yes, there's cybersecurity going on and whatnot.
Right.
But if you look at technology, I've worked in computers.
Right.
One of my lecturers used to say, "There's always a way around it."
Well, right. There's always a code. You can always it's programming, right?
There's a way.
You can write a program.
Yeah.
As long as you know what has been created before, you can write a program to try and break the other program, right?
Now, okay, you're dealing with a community that has, say, 60,000 people,
Right.
and you're looking at cyberspace that's open to idiots who can figure things out.
Right.
They figure things out, they share with just a couple of people, spreads quicker than you and me in the same environment.
Right.
60,000. That whole thing can impact that same community worse than that one problem that they have.
Right. I see where you're getting at. I see where you're coming from, like in terms of it has more of a widespread negative impact versus a widespread positive impact.
What I would have no problem with is if everyone was fair
Right.
and did abide by the rules, or within certain parameters they would stay within those.
Right.
It would be safe. But there's always a nut job somewhere
Right.
who makes it complicated for everybody else.
Definitely.
That's why it's difficult for me to like the advancement of technology, especially at the pace that it's going.
Right.
It's not giving the common person a chance to learn, to adapt.
Yeah, but whose fault is that though? Is that not? Wouldn't you blame that on our educational system where we're not indoctrinating, we're not teaching these about this technology in our schools, so that way that knowledge
But
is being impacted as our youths are growing up. We're learning about it.
The change does not
Or
match.
is that left to parents to do that? What if parent can't afford the technology?
But the thing is, what I'm saying
How
is
can they teach their kids about it?
the rate of change in technology
Right.
compared to, say, for example, school curricula, how it's evolving.
It's a lot faster than
It's
right.
It's a enabler.
No, I get it. But what I'm saying is, whose fault is that we are not able to catch up with the rate of change,
Whoever's creating whoever's modifying technology.
or whoever is creating the curriculums that we're teaching in our schools?
Not per se, because on this one they are always behind whoever's advancing technology. So
Right.
they're always,
Well, you're always going to be behind, but the question is, how far behind are you?
true.
Right?
True.
You want to be 2 years behind versus 5 years behind,
Yeah, that's for sure.
right?
Yeah.
Because if you want to be talking about, oh, I want to be teaching you about, Pentium, I don't know, whatever the fuck they use
jeez.
now on computers. They don't even use Pentiums no more. But yeah, that's how old I am. Talking about Pentiums. The young ones listen to this, you'll be like, what the fuck is a Pentium? But yeah. So whatever, you're talking about different grades.
Yeah.
So it's similar, you know what I mean?
No, I get it.
But I thought about one negative I say when it comes to relationships for people that are this negatively impacts, but it could be a positive for the person that is intentionally doing this. Technology makes it easier to cheat.
There you go. That's another point that.
So it's a negative for that person getting cheated on, but it's a positive for the person. It allows them to have multiple partners.
But the thing is,
Or it might not all necessarily be physical cheating.
No. When you bring that point, I've got a counter on that one.
All right, hit me.
It's funny. It makes cheating easier, and it also makes getting caught easier.
No, yeah, because you have the evidence right there, right?
Tracking apps.
All right.
Tracking app.
Yeah, all your apps are there. Let's look at your drive or whatever, your memory. Let's go through your gallery, see all those pictures that have coming from your different apps.
On this one, GPS in your car.
Oh yeah.
Power history.
Oh, right.
You pass through there and there and there. Boom.
Oh, you told me you were at work. Who lives in this address? We don't know anyone there. Shit like that. Hey, you got a good point, man. Good point.
It's
But
just
hey, man.
what you were saying.
Yo, that's jokes, man.
Too funny, man.
But EK, man, that was awesome, man. Great conversation there.
appreciate it, man.
Talking about technology and
Much
how it
appreciated.
impacts relationships. Talking about everything from personal life and all that good stuff. I hope you all enjoyed that episode. Any final words for the folks here?
No, I always say, don't stop learning.
Don't stop learning. And
On this one, just to add one more thing.
right.
Try and keep up, because it'll always be in a fast lane. So if you love it that much, try and be the fast lane. Know and learn what changes are being brought about and how you can adapt to those changes. Yeah.
So keep learning, essentially.
Yeah.
But keep learning fast.
Faster.
Well, keep learning faster. I got
that's
you,
better.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Now, you know me. I always keep it simple. Be kind to one another. Don't do what I'll do. And I'll catch you on the flip side.